Hey guys, Or1 through 4 here. I just got back from YCS Philadelphia 2012, and I'm going to make a video about that weekend. I would have made this last night when we got back, but I was way too tired, and for good reason. My teammate, Andrew Martin, came in second place at YCS Philadelphia. You can find all the information about that on Konami's blog. For their event blog. It was an amazing tournament. He played great. I didn't do too spectacularly in it. Shit happens, you know. I do have to have the proud honor of being the only person to beat Drew with Dino Rabbit the entire day, though. It wasn't in a tournament match. It was actually right before top 32. He had already beaten 4, I believe, Chaos Dino Rabbit matchups before, but obviously it's top 32. You want to get a little bit more practice in, and so he had me play with him with my Dino Rabbit deck, and he's even said that I was the toughest opponent with Dino Rabbit he had to play all day. So, yeah, I even got him to sign my Yugi Yusei Jaden mat over the Yusei, because like if you look at the picture with all the winners, he's standing in front of the Yusei, and I figured it'd be cool that way. Where I did do extremely well, though, was in side events. I do have the I got this new mat over the weekend, and I was also participating in the Battle Pack Epic Dawn pre-release. I did actually get a feature match because I went to the final round of one of the day one tournaments, and I got chosen to have a feature match. Unfortunately, there were some issues with my opponent for some reason. They wouldn't tell me exactly what, but my feature match ended up not being able to be posted online. The guy who did it made some comment about how his editor, he couldn't tell me exactly why, but his editor said that we weren't going to be able to post it online. But my interview is still posted online about my thoughts on Epic Dawn and sealed play. I will be posting a link to that in the description. Also, you can look forward to, in a couple of days, probably by the end of the week, an exclusive interview with Andrew Martin. And I'll be asking him some questions about all sorts of things. So you can look forward to that. You're only going to be able to find that on my channel unless someone copies it. There's a deck profile for Andrew on my channel as well. I didn't actually ask the questions in that because someone else really wanted to, and I figured I was going to get the exclusive interview, and I didn't care. But I will be doing a deck profile on my Dino Rabbit deck and explain my choices and how they did work. I just luck sometimes overplays skill, and you know, shit happens. I'm not overly irritated about it, but I did end up doing really well in the as I said with the Epic Dawn thing, because Epic Dawn, I have found, is almost entirely reliant on skill. And the way I know this is because what we were doing at the YCS is you were cracking the packs, writing them all down so that Konami could gain information, and then randomizing the piles and getting and then we switched the piles just so that it was truly random. The guy who I ended up facing in the finals and got my feature match had my pile, and I had so many broken cards in it that I had no clue that I didn't think I was going to be able to win, but because I was able to outplay him, I was able to do well. But I'll show you the Epic Dawn deck that I ended up with. My extra deck was Gem Knight Pearl. It's just the rare version, along with the rare version of Leviathan Dragon and 2 rare Granosaurus. The monsters I ended up using in my main deck, Grave Protector. It's an interesting card. I didn't really use it that often, but Azura Priest, really great for clearing the field. I got Gap the Divine Soldier. This card is really powerful in sealed play. when you sack it and you tribute it, you flip all of your opponent's monsters into face-up attack position, and their flip effects are not activated at this time. So you can get around a lot of the effects in Epic Dawn, and you can reveal a fiend to give him 3K or 300 until the end of phase. I'm so used to talking about Vanguard that I just say K all the time. Drillroid is great because of its auto destroy and defense position. Gugugu Golem, protection, destroy things. Hardened Arm Dragon. It's a great card to protect your sacrificed monsters. Cyber Valley. Got a Zaborg. You know, it's not bad in sealed play. Slate Warrior, it's strong. Goblin Attack Force, also strong. Worm Barsees helps you when your opponent decides to be cute and stall in defense mode for the entire game. So is Twin Sword Marauder. Then the personal favorite of the day was Vampire Lord. One thing you will notice when you're cracking Epic Dawn packs is you will end up with a large quantity of monsters, but the two types of cards you have the smallest quantities of are trap cards and magic cards. You will still have some, but depending on your luck, you may only have like 4 traps or not that many magic cards. So Vampire Lord can clear all of those magic cards out of the deck because there aren't a lot of really devastating trap cards. There are some, but you can get around them. And Vampire Lord, being able to recur himself anytime your opponent destroys him with an effect is really powerful in sealed play. Thebian Nightmare, he doesn't seem like too spectacular on the just off the bat, but like if you keep him in your hand until you got nothing, he becomes insanely powerful. Plus, he's a level 4, so he can make your rank 4s relatively easy. Fabled Ashen Vial is also incredibly powerful for sealed play because of his ability to damage step, change his attack, and increase it by 600. He can become incredibly powerful. Gyroid is good for protecting yourself because he can't be destroyed once per turn. He's like a fair Spirit Reaper for sealed play. Exarian Universe is really powerful in sealed play as well, as is the obvious Blast Sphere. Trag, still good. I don't know, the Black Letter Rare, I sort of wish all monsters were white letter rares, not just Xyz monsters. Black letter rares look great on magic and trap cards, but they look sort of bleh on monsters. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, but it could look better. And like the glossy, they probably could have been a little bit more glossy, but whatever. Superconductor Tyranno, because he's massive. Mysterious Guard bounces things. Twin Barrel Dragon chews things up like crazy. I mean, he's a 1700 level 4, which is good. But the fact that like flipping, if you flip 2 coins and you get lucky and they both hit heads, you can blow up anything. It's great. King Tiger Wang Hu. I was lucky enough to get a Starfoil one with the set of cards I ended up getting given. King Tiger is really good in sealed play. There's a lot of smaller monsters, and if you can, I comboed him a lot with a Burden of the Mighty. Wang Hu plus Burden is really crazy because there's not a lot of back row removal. I mean, there's MSTs in the set, so it's heavy, and Harpy's Feather Duster, but you're not guaranteed to get those. Breaker is also good. Tangristra of the Nordic Beasts. He's actually pretty solid for sealed play because what you just set him down when you have monsters in your hand that you need sacked. They'll kill him, and you get 2 tokens for free tributes. Makes it really easy to bring out your double sackers or even your single sackers. Archfiend Soldier is massive for a level 4, and Stone Eater is always good. I'm actually looking to get some Starfoil Stone Eaters. The cards I didn't end up using in my deck are these ones. I didn't use Muka Muka, Chaos Necromancer, Noisy Gnat, Freed, Obelisk, or Mad Reloader because I wanted to get exactly 40 cards, and these are the 5 that I just decided to nix because I had better options to do. Magic-wise, I ended up with Enemy Controller. It's a good card. Got a book. I was really happy about ripping a book. for sealed play. Soul Exchange, black letter rare. Got a black letter Raigeki. Like, that looks really good. Yeah, Raigeki's pretty powerful in sealed play, as is the black letter Snatch Steel. Was able to get myself a Starfoil Burden of the Mighty. Burden combined with Wang Hu and sealed play is absurd. Fissure. And Fighting Spirit. This card is a great equip for sealed play. For every monster your opponent controls, it gains plus 300, which is good. Also, if your monster would be killed, you can killed by battle, you can destroy this card instead, which gives you a level of protection that is very helpful for sealed play. And then the traps I ended up using were Nightmare Wheel, causes a lot of disruption of stuff. Inverse Universe, it can really turn the game around when you have monsters like if you have like a spent Snowman Eater, you can turn him to attack mode, flip Inverse Universe, and he's a 1900 beater. Miracle's Wake, I got a Starfoil version of it. Pretty bad in regular play. Sealed play, it's actually pretty good. You know, having more cards to bring back your monsters is very important. So I like Miracle's Wake. But one of my MVPs was I ended up with 2 Damage Gates. Damage Gate is absurd in sealed play. You can see my opinions on Damage Gate in my interview, but like Damage Gate allows you to have so much graveyard resurrection, it's insane. What Damage Gate does is whenever you take battle damage, you can target one monster in your graveyard with attack less than or equal to the amount of damage you just took, and special summon it. So, like, the bigger the attack, the bigger monster you can bring out. And the fact, like, people don't, that if you don't know what these cards do, you don't expect them. This sealed play is very, very, like, it leans very closely to the skilled player. Next, I will be doing my deck profile. Hope you guys look forward to it. Anyways, Aura 1 through 4, signing out.